Never steal a dinosaur, they don't make as good a pet as you might think. So when most of us think of stealing, we generally think of small things like the kid that steals a chocolate bar, or the criminal that steals money, or Reggie down the street. That Reggie's always stealing something. And the reason that those things are so commonly stolen is because they provide a quick getaway, but as history has shown us, some thieves think bigger. Much bigger. So prepare yourself for this one, because here are the 10 biggest things ever stolen. Number 1 is an entire beach. In July 2008, half a mile of beach was stolen in Coral Springs, Jamaica, and nobody knows who took it. The equivalent of 500 truckloads of sand was stolen overnight. In Jamaica, illegal sand mining is a huge problem because people steal it to use for their own homes, as construction materials are in high demand. But wow, 500 truckloads and nobody noticed? How is that even possible? I mean, there's so many people. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what happened. Whoa, man, me see 500 truckloads. You seeing things, man. You need to lay off that ganja. Number 2 is 300 manhole covers. In 1990 in Los Angeles, 2 men stole a total of 300 manhole covers weighing 300 pounds each. The men were discovered selling the covers for just $6 each for scrap metal. If that doesn't impress you, keep in mind that they stole the equivalent of 90,000 pounds of metal, which takes equipment, time, and most importantly, a place to store it all. Of course, they were caught red-handed, but what exactly does one say when they're caught doing something like this? Oh, yeah, no, I was just curious to see if there were actually Ninja Turtles down there. I mean, I'm a plumber, my name's Mario. I mean, can I start over? Number 3 is the Empire State Building. In 2008, the New York Daily newspaper stole the one and only Empire State Building in less than 90 minutes. No, it wasn't physically moved. Instead, the paper forged documents, including a bill of sale that convinced the city register office to transfer the $2 billion property to the paper. The reason they did this was to expose a huge flaw in the system, which is that city clerks are not required to verify information. And obviously it worked. Okay, I'm not saying that the person that accepted this paperwork is dumb, but what I am saying is they probably should have paid a little bit more attention to the names on the paperwork, which included the star of the movie King Kong, a famous bank robber, and the company that bought the property, Neolots, which is stolen backwards. Attention to detail, folks. Kind of important. Number 4 is an oil tanker. In 2008, Somalian pirates stole a gigantic, fully loaded oil tanker from an oil field in Ghana. Although it was being guarded by the Nigerian Navy, the Somalian pirates seemingly had a really easy time hijacking and taking off with this thing because the tanker was never found, nor were the pirates. And as if that wasn't enough, the same year 2 other tankers were stolen, except one was actually recovered, found, repainted. Wow, 1 for 3. Well, for those that own these tankers, just a little piece of advice. I'm sure the Nigerian government is volunteering their navy for cheap or even free, which is great, except you lost 2 tankers with the equivalent of 4.1 million barrels of oil worth $100 each. It might be worth it for you to invest in a little bit higher quality security. You know, just for the long run. Number 5 is a bridge. In 2007, a 38-foot long steel bridge was stolen in eastern Russia. In only a matter of hours overnight, the thieves dismantled the entire bridge, and authorities believe they did so in order to sell off the scrap metal. Interestingly, 2 other bridges were stolen that exact same year, presumably by the same culprits for the same reason. You know, this is pretty disturbing, mostly because you know there were at least a few drivers who saw what happened and just couldn't be bothered enough to report it. Does that much crazy shit happen in Russia where motorists just aren't fazed by something like this and they're just like, another bridge, I'll just go around. Number 6 is a mountain. In eastern India, there's a mountain called Hatma Pahad. The mountain once dominated the area until the majority of its peak was stolen by the locals. Over the decades, the locals from the Hatma village have continued to chip away at the mountain in order to sell the rock to property developers. The amount of rock stolen can't even be estimated because it's so large, but it's a lot. Man, things are tough there. See, this is why you should pay that $5,000 to that Indian prince that keeps emailing about that giant inheritance that's waiting for you. Obviously, he needs the money. I did it 2 years ago, but I know the money's coming. It was a good investment. Number 7 is a church. In 2008, thieves took off with a 200-year-old church in Russia, and they did so brick by brick. The disappearance of the Church of Resurrection was not immediately noticed as the church wasn't being used, but officials there were planning on resuming services soon. As it turns out, the villagers nearby were the ones that stole the bricks in order to sell them to a local businessman that was using them as building materials. Wow, Russia, really? A church? I mean, I'm not a religious person or anything, but I do know that a church is supposed to be a place of peace. Kind of a dick move. Oh well, maybe one day it'll rise again. Sorry. Number 8 is a 3,000-pound bell. In 2005, a 3,000-pound copper bell was stolen from a Buddhist temple in Tacoma, Washington. Authorities speculate that in order to move it, they would have needed a lot of heavy equipment, which would have been loud, except nobody at the quiet temple heard or saw anything. What's even more mind-boggling is that the bell is incredibly valuable, almost priceless, yet the thief tried to sell it for a scrap value of just $500. Okay, wait a minute. Mr. Thief, you stole a giant bell just to hawk it for $500? Here's an idea. Why didn't you just steal a car? Same weight, pretty sure you could have got more money for it. Number 9 is a World War II Mustang fighter plane. In 1992, a major from the Israeli Air Force stole a near priceless World War II Mustang fighter plane. He told the museum that he stole it from that it needed a fresh paint job and that he would take care of it himself, except instead of painting it, he flew it to Sweden where he sold it for $331,000. You know, you should always respect those who fight for your country, but if one of them randomly approaches you and asks to borrow a fighter plane, you should probably say no, because they might fly it to freaking Sweden. Unless they offer to bring you with them, in which case you should do it. Sweden's nice. Have you ever seen the ladies there? And number 10, a tank. On May 17th, 1995, Sean Nelson stole a tank in San Diego and went on a rampage GoldenEye 007 style. The unemployed plumber decided that he had had enough and stole an M60 tank from the US National Guard Armory. The rampage went on for a full 23 minutes while Sean destroyed cars, vans, signs, and even tried to take out a bridge. The entire thing was caught on camera, and yes, there's footage of it on YouTube. Honestly, I think what's most interesting about this story is not the fact that some random guy just walked into an armory and stole a tank, but what the people that had their cars run over by him are gonna say to their insurance companies. Not exactly fun people to deal with. Anyways, that's all for this video, guys. If you want to add me to Facebook and Twitter... Dude, chill out, I'll feed you in a minute. Damn, T-Rex is hungry all the time. If you want to add me to Facebook and Twitter, the links to those will be in the description along with all my other social networking sites. And other than that, I will see you guys next Saturday, assuming I don't get eaten by T-Rex back there, with a brand new video. Peace. Hey, you made it to the outro screen. I should reward you with something. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching my new video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the big red subscribe button below to subscribe to my channel. I release a new video every Saturday. And while you're at it, maybe click the like button and share this on Facebook, Twitter, whatever you want. It's all very appreciated. And other than that, I just hope you guys have a great weekend, a great week, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye.